Mic check, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Abel Jets Virtual Group live stream. I am your host, as always, Racing Falcon, founder and CEO of Abel Jets Virtual Group. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are watching this live stream from. It is Wednesday afternoon, not the usual time for us to do live streams like this one, but fortunately I am available to do so this afternoon. I was just done revising for an upcoming exam next week earlier this morning. Like, why not do a live stream in the afternoon just to refresh myself, I suppose. So yeah, I'd like to apologize for the suddenness or the for not letting you folks know earlier that we'll be doing a live stream this afternoon. In this particular live stream, folks, we are back in the Simworks Studios Pilatus PC-12/47, a very rugged utility high-performance turboprop aircraft, which is powered by the Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine, the turboprop engine, and which also has a surface ceiling of about 29,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken, which is quite high for a turboprop powered aircraft. It's I would say it's a high performance turboprop. This particular airframe that you are seeing on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, she is registered as Foxtrot Alpha Juliet X-Ray Papa, and she bears the nose name of Mont Blanc, and she operates for Abel Xplore, which is the bush flying / remote frontier subsidiary of the VATSIM business group. In this particular location, folks, we will be transporting several urgently required deliveries from Belgium's most populous city of Antwerp, heading to the east to the beautiful Swiss Alps, into the resort town of Moritz, down into its Samedan Engadin airport. It should take us about 2 hours max or so in this turboprop aircraft. It's really been quite a while as well since we flew the PC-12. I think last time we flew it was earlier this year. I think that was part of the Fly Boo series with Mas Aldo Vampir and some other VATSIM content creators that we usually fly with. But yeah, this time around we are back in this beautiful aircraft, and it has recently been updated as well, ladies and gentlemen. The EFB is now operational, the electronic flight pack, that is, which you can use to customize, let's say, the avionics on the aircraft, set weights and balance and stuff like that. It's quite basic, but at least it's functional now. It's got a functional EFB after I don't know how many years. It's really been a while since we've had this aircraft. So yeah, it's been a pleasure, I think, knowing that this particular aircraft has been updated. You're right. Before we start off this afternoon's journey, let me try to generate our flight plan today. Through Sim Brief, that is. And then we'll try to do a pre-flight check, because this particular aircraft needs, it has a pre-flight walk-around feature, despite that it is an MSFS 2020 aircraft, which is quite amazing considering that Microsoft and Asobo, they have only implemented the walk-around feature in the newer MSFS 2024. But this is being done in MSFS 2020. Departures and arrivals. Registration of Juliet X-Ray Papa. Departure with 29, arrival with 03, but let's get our nav graph here. And not you. Yeah, runway 03 is active there. Because the Rogers European VFS cars have been enabled, Although I don't think we'll be flying VFR this afternoon, considering that the weather conditions are not necessarily the best around Europe today. Scale 1300 Zulu is our usual departure time. Let's do an extra 20 minutes of holding fuel. 846 kilograms of fuel, yeah, that looks good. Airtime better now in 34 minutes. Alright, here we are, flight plan. Could be cruising at level 210 initially, with a payload of 1.3 tons. Our aircraft can carry up to 1.5 tons max. Okay, let's follow our flight plan to VATSIM. Hopefully GSX can recognize this aircraft. Oh, it says SimBrief OK, interestingly. Good thing. There we go. Let's do so as well for Samedan just OAI. There we have it. And let's import our flight plan as well. There we have it. Abel 120 X-ray will be our call sign this afternoon. We've got a crosswind of 11 knots there from the left hand side. Goodness me. Flying towards Samedan and Guten airport in Switzerland. There we have it. Let's pre-file our flight plan to VATSIM. Just bear with me for a second. Alright. Flight plan has been pre-filed. There we have it. Okay, it's on VATSIM radar, just good. Get ourselves ready. So initially, we will set the weights in balance, shall we? Yeah, that is a rather strange page, but you know, it's usually the default weight in balance tab. Our field weight is 846 kilograms. 846. Yeah, somewhere around there. 855 will do. Payload 1.3 tons. Which is nearing our maximum takeoff weight there. Yeah, somewhere over there. You know what, let's just tune it down a bit, 90%, that'll do. There we have it. Alright, let's do the pre-flight inspection. Remove the control locks, put them here. Yeah, open the door. There we have it. Oh, who's that? Lalu? That is Lalu, as usual.
Captain, we have a message from Lalu, Muhammad Al-Haddad 5557.
There he goes.
Bulan bersembunyi di balik awan. Cahaya redup menyentuh kaca. Selamat malam Mas Faza, wahai kawan. Maaf diri belum bisa hadir bersama.
There is Kaplalu. It's alright. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are watching this live stream from. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you will enjoy this one. And have a great one as well. Yeah, unfortunately Lalu's not joining us this afternoon, Fox, Thomas, they are quite busy, they said, so yeah. It's just us by ourselves by the looks of it, but yeah, that's alright. It'd be alright. Right, left hand side wing looks good. All services are free and correct. Hey Cynthia, can you please move the ailerons a bit? Just want to check the movements. There we have it. Looks good. Thank you. Free and correct. Cargo doors. We have our pallets loaded in, which is a good thing. Just close that up again. Shut the door. And lock it up. There we go. Check the rear section of the aircraft, the tail section. There goes the equipment hatch. Confirm that there are no squirrels or anything that is nesting inside. Hey Cynthia, can you please do the aileron test? Sorry, you can move the elevators and the rotors about. Thank you. Free and correct. They are mechanically controlled, so you know you don't need any power to move those. You don't need any electrical power or hydraulics, whatever. It's good. Right hand side. Right hand side aileron. Cynthia, can you please do the ailerons again? Thank you. It's good. Here's our static discharge ports. To dissipate, you know, excess electricity, static electricity. Here's our weather radar, looks good. No damage so far, leading gauge. And the anti-eye system as well. Pitot probes. Looks good. Landing gears. Yeah, they look good as well. Okay, propellers. You've got the 4-bladed hard steel propellers there, as you can see. Aluminum propellers. Yeah, looks good. No damage so far. That gives the anti-icing strip. Check the engines. There we have it. Yeah, no squirrels inside. Nothing silly by the looks of it. Cables running here and there. That gives the engine harness itself. Let's close that up. Latch. Alright, that completes our pre-flight inspection. I suppose let's head back into the flight deck. And close the door. That is closed and latch. Alright, welcome to the flight deck of the Simworks Studios Pilatus PC-12. /47, not -47. They named this aircraft as /47, not entirely sure why, but you know, that's just the way that they tube it. Right, flight plan has been filed to VATSIM. Let's do the checklist, shall we? Through the EFB, so flight bag, checklist. Reflight checklist, landing gear handle is down. Circuit breakers all in, by the looks of it, yeah. No power switch off. A normal essential bus switch. Also looks good. Standby bus switches off, battery switches on. Confirm that they are more than 24 false, which it is, looks good. Normal essential post switch set to override. Yeah, the amps are increasing there, you can see. External lights on, check off, let's get the navs on, as you can see. Normal essential set to auto again, to reduce the amps there, which it is. Fire switch and light switch. Test on the lamps. Looking good. Alright, test. You've got the master caution and the master warning as well. Engine fire test, there we go, looks good. Boost pumps and ignition test. Yeah, ignition's looking good, boost pumps looking good. Fuel quantity, sorry, EIS test. Looks good. We've got the PMS50 310 avionics suite there, the common avionics suite. Fuel reset. There we have it. Oxygen pressure check. Set to auto there. And yeah, it's in the white band. Should be good. Passenger oxygen also, battery switch back to off. EFIS compensator, sorry, composite switch normal. AHARS 1 and 2 slave EPS test, looks good. Trim interrupt and flap interrupt switches. Oops, sorry. Where are those guys? I can't recall. Yeah, there we go. Normal. Oxygen mask tested. Oxygen supply handle. Is it up top? No, it's not. No, that's not it. Yeah, let's assume it's been tested. It should be somewhere over there, I suppose. Cockpit brake set. Cockpit lights and switches. Let's put the panel lights on. Nature, aircraft exterior pre-flight completed. And that completes the pre-flight check, I suppose. Before we start the engines, let's do departure briefing, shall we? Cynthia, are you ready? Yes, you are. That is good. So we'll be departing out of Antwerp International Airport in Belgium. Beyond then, the name of the airport. Runway 29 is currently active for departures. We have a 1.3 tons of payload, and we are basically almost at our maximum takeoff weight. So yeah, we need to be careful with our performance, you know. It's just to be on the safer side, let's just reduce the payload slightly there. Cheating a little bit, 85%, there we go. So yeah, our performance numbers are going to be, you know, critical for our departure. Because we're heavy. We are currently at parking stand number 15 if I'm not mistaken. 14 actually. 14, we'll taxi Bravo 1, Bravo 2, and then take up the length of our shuttle from runway 29. It's not a long runway, it's just it's just 1,500 meters long, runway 29 that is. We'll be taking off using the Kilo 5 Charlie departure from runway 29. At 600 feet initially we'll turn left, proceeding towards Brussels. What's Brussels VOR? And then proceed towards the Kilo waypoint there. RNF 1 is required, but expect. No, it's not an RNF departure. Interesting. Okay, the MSA around the the MSA around the ARP, but expect the airport at this point. It's with respect to the Antwerp VOR actually, It's 1,900 feet on the northern side of the aerodrome and 2,200 feet at the southern side. ATC climb requirements, aircraft initial, by SPI VOR, MSC shall shall select a climb profile in order to cross SPI VOR. I don't think we'll need to use that. Our cruising level will be at 210 though. It's quite high for a turboprop, but quite low for a jet-powered aircraft. In case of experience engine failure, loss of control or wind shear before V1 will reject the takeoff. Decelerate the aircraft on the runway. If they get the runway when it is practicable to do so, do the after landing procedure and try to troubleshoot the issues afterwards. If there's the around, sorry, I'm eating my crunch here. My apologies. In case that those things were to arise after V1, we will continue to take off. Fly runway heading towards the MSA, set 1,900 feet, 125 miles from the airport reference point, or the Antwerp VOR that is, and then we'll plan to go back to the airport. We are currently... No, we are actually beneath our... No, we are about 200 kilograms, or 100 now, because we've reduced our payload slightly, but 100 kilograms beyond our maximum landing weight, which means we need to burn off some fuel whilst we hold there. We're 25 miles away from the Antwerp VOR. We'll do left hand turns, 1 minute legs at 1,900 feet. Primary thrust for us this afternoon will be crosswind on departure, it's like 11 knots from the left, as you can see there. QNH 1008, which doesn't necessarily indicate of good weather. QNH 1008. It's also very cloudy here in the UK. It's been raining for the past several days, which I think it's a bit better than having a massive heat wave, and it's been quite literally searing the country for the past week or so. Other threats will be pilot complacency, unfamiliarity with the region, and also higher elevation operations as we fly into Switzerland. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Cynthia, my invisible first officer. Yeah, alright, that should complete the budget briefing. Let's do the before start checks, please. Control wheel locks removed, parking brake is set, with shocks removed, fuel caps secured, crew seat belts adjust and secure, overhead electrical switches off, standby bus on. There we have it. De-icing switches, intercepts on. Cooling and heating off, seat belts, and no smoking signs. I mean, we're carrying cargo, but still. There we have it. Circuit breakers all in. EPS switches armed. Friction locks is checked. Yeah, it's on the minimum side, which is good. MOR propeller condition levers, power control. Max, min. Yeah, it's good. Battery switch on, F lights on, yeah, as expected. Battery switch on, 1 and 2. Fuel quantity and totalizer checked and reset. Reset. And the gear position, down 3 green, looks good. Cost appropriate. And that completes the before start checklist, I suppose. Okay, let's get the avionics on. Avionics 1. Should get our GTN online. Be squawking 2000 because we're flying IFR. Oops, not you. Clear 2000. There we have it. Okay, 2000. Local QNH is 1008. Remove that. There we go. Go to Unicom, shall we? 1228. Not you, come on. 1228. There we have it, Unicom. Okay, let's import our flight plan as well. Flight plan. Yeah, no worries. Import from SimBrief. Alright. It's now fetching data. This is the PMS50 Garmin GT and avionics suite, by the way. There we have it, load. Looks good, menu. Virtual altitude 21,000 feet. And so, yeah, looks good. Go to map. Menu. Traffic. Trains. And then on the HPS side, we'll select GPS. It's still offline, but yeah. Yeah, see, it's GPS now. Should be alright. Com 1, yeah. Alright, let's dance our engine start intentions. Antwerp traffic, Abel 12 X-ray, starting up engines at star number 1 for Antwerp. Alright, click to start the engines. We have no ATC, so we'll, we'll start up our engines by ourselves. Let's pause the music, shall we, for engine start? Oh, I completely forgot to introduce Elise, our cabin crew / load master for the day. Hi Elise, welcome on board to our flight this afternoon from Antwerp to St. Moritz. I hope that you are doing well. We are ready to start our engines momentarily. If there is anything that goes out of the ordinary, please do let us know in the flight deck. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Faza. We are ready for departure and will inform you immediately if anything unusual arises.
There she goes. Roger that, thank you. Waltz 25, yeah, looks good. Beacon on.
Understood, Captain Faza. Standing by.
Cabin crew, arm doors and slides, please.
Copy, Captain. Crew is checking doors and slides now.
Beacon lights on, propellers clear, start switch will engage. Let's outside a little bit. Clear prop. There we go. Starting our main propulsion system now. Engines rising. Ignition, we can hear the clicker. The ignite is coming live. 20% NG fuel flow. Ground idle. ITT's rising, torque's rising as well. Engine RPM rising. NP's rising. Stabilize, that looks good. Get the chains on. Chain 1, chain 2, standby bias off. Avionics 2 coming alive. Yeah, looks good to me in terms of the electricals. Get the pitot heats on. Window heats. What's the OAT actually? Yeah, let's just put this to terrain. No. Traffic. There we go. Com 2, we'll put that to our company frequency. If you want to join us this afternoon, folks, in the live stream, in the VATSIM network that is, you can do so by joining our company frequency if you want to chat alongside us. For sure, yes, Roger. we have a company frequency that is active at 123.210 MHz. Let's do the aperture checks and instruments check, generators on, display powers off, avionics on, standby bars off. Cooling and heat is required. EPS lights out. ECS set to L2. Be cruising at level 210 for today, so let's just put it there. 220, just in case that we have some turbulence on board. Looks good. Flaps 15 for departure. There we have it. Initial climb. No initial climb. Let's just do the transition altitude there, 4,500 feet. 4,500. Let's check the EBBW system.
EBBWS system
008. Sorry, Cynthia, if I may. Oh, can you please remove that sun blind as well? It's quite annoying. Thank you. 1008. Yeah, looks good. Autopilot test.
Warning, autopilot trim.
There we go, looks normal. Let's do the stick pusher test, shall we? So, get pusher. There we have it. That's some power. It's good. Cut the power. Okay, that clears it up. Pusher test done. Okay, stick pushes back. We have full control. Full left, to right. Full up, full down. Rudders, full left, to right. Yeah, that looks good. Trims are set. Looks good. Cabin temps 19 degrees. No need to do any heaters now. There we go. Got the cooling systems on. Good reset for now. Fire test.
Fire.
Yeah, looks good. I'll get the FDs on. There we go. FDs on 4,500 feet. Heading select. Here we are on GPS. That's one. Heading select. Should be down there we go. Heading select, departure runway heading, runway QDM is actually 289 degrees, 289. Just testing with the radar. It's good. Just get you on and auto. Tilt, get you a little bit upward, shall we? Because our oxygen. Okay, after start checks complete, voltage checks, inverter switch complete, pusher test complete, PNF pusher, pilot on flight pusher test complete, avionics set, autopilot trim test complete, cabin pressure controller set, transponder set, ultimate select set, AHARS 1 and 2 checks. Fuel quantity and totalizer checked and reset. Do the safety briefing, please. Hi Elise, can you please do the safety briefing now? Thank you. Just close that window. Cost appropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there we go.
bonjour and welcome aboard. For your safety,
taxi
please
checks
pay
complete.
close attention to the following safety
Available taxi
briefing.
checks.
Ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap.
Take off select.
Locate your nearest emergency exit, which may be behind you. In case of an emergency, follow the illuminated path to the exit. Please
Taxi
switch off all
and
electronic devices or set them to flight
recognition. There we go.
Smoking is prohibited throughout the flight. Thank you for your attention.
In which case, let's play the official Abel Jets Group safety briefing video whilst they were flying a cargo aircraft, but you know, it is what it is. cloud taxi. Antwerp ground Abel 12X
Hello
right now
everyone,
taxing
I'm
to runway
Cruising Falcon from
295
Abel Jets
Bravo
Group.
1, holding short
Welcome on
Bravo
board one
2.
of our aircraft that
Antwerp.
is part of our 3,000 airplane strong fleet. We're glad to be your airline for your flight today. Before we take off,
Let's go, brakes
please
release.
watch the safety briefing
Here we
video
go.
that will be provided by our cabin crews. Enjoy.
Okay, this aircraft only has nose wheel steering, which is, powered by the... Sorry, which is controlled by the rudders. It doesn't have a tiller. So I need to keep that in mind, and the nose wheel steering is also very sensitive with this thing, so you gotta be careful with that. There we go, starting to move. We're on low ground idle, that's why, it's
2013, when we made this airline,
it's not
we
as
concluded that safety is our
slippery
highest
as
priority.
usually it is.
All aircraft
When you're
already
flying a
equipped with
turboprop.
safety devices such as seatbelt, oxygen mask, and life vest. In
Right, taxi
accordance
check
with
the
an
slight neutral,
international
check radio on my side,
civil
pull up,
aviation organization, seatbelt shall
pull
be
down,
used when
neutral,
in flight.
pull left,
So whenever the
be right,
seatbelt sign is
neutral,
lit,
rudders for left, be right, neutral, flight
Please
neutral, check.
fasten your
Later,
seatbelt
as you
by
can see,
inserting
the
the
nose wheel
flap
steering
into
is
the buckle.
actually connected to
and
the
tighten by pulling the strap.
rudders.
You can undo your seatbelt by
Electric trim
pressing
set
the
was a
button.
heading box, set an arm, anti-super select set an arm, issue PWS tested, 3 briefings complete. Taxi checks complete, standing by for final items, flaps and feedboard posture.
Welcome to Abel Maintenance Facility.
This is the
MF
FBA
is
size
the
of
world's
Antwerp,
leading in maintaining
by the looks of it.
aircraft. We have this big hangar which able to accommodate up to 8 jumbos at 380 at a given time. This is the proof that we never jeopardize safety. Also, we change the life jacket whenever an aircraft is entering our facility.
See, I'm currently manipulating my tiller, but it doesn't do anything. Because, it doesn't have a tiller, this aircraft. It only uses the rudder pedals to steer the aircraft on the ground.
Locate your life jacket.
Just like most
It will
GAs
be
do.
below your seat, under the seat in
left
front of
here.
you, or under the bed for first class passenger. To use the life jacket, simply take your life jacket,
Hold on a minute, is
put
that
it over your
kilo?
head, pass the
We're going
strap
to
around
kilo,
your
actually.
waist, clip at the front and tighten
Yeah,
it.
kilo,
There's a
okay,
red
kilo,
tag
Bravo
and
1,
mouthpiece
Bravo.
for inflation,
Yeah, should
and
be
whistle
right.
to attract attention. Please inflate your life jacket
Kilo,
after
yeah,
leaving
kilo,
the aircraft.
Bravo 1, Bravo 2. That's about it. And we're doing this on idle power, by the way, folks. I'm not entirely sure if this aircraft has a
Whenever the
PTAR
aircraft
to,
lowers the oxygen pressure,
help
a
us
mask will drop
decelerate
from above. Put it on your nose and tighten the
on the
strap.
ground.
Oxygen will
But
flow
it does
when
have
you
a thrust
brake.
reversers, obviously.
Secure your mask first before assisting others.
No.
In 2020, we're the world leaders in aviation by number of aircraft by over 3,000 airframe divided into more than 10 child companies, including the Abel Pixel, Abel SAR, Abel Cosmos,
Let's do a quick engine run up at the
and many
threshold
more.
going.
Also in 2020, we're the first to introduce the innovation of first Abel Jets living room, Abel Premium Economy, Abel Business, Abel First Class, and Abel Suite.
Before we
Cabin
depart,
crew, please take seats for
please make
departure.
sure all baggage is secured on the overhead cabin or under the seat in front of you.
Captain,
Since
could
we
you
made
please
safety
clarify
as
your
our
request
priority,
regarding
smoking
democratic
isn't
blue
allowed
snakes
on any
towards
part of the
departure?
aircraft.
What?
Please deboard
Cabin
the
crew,
aircraft.
please take seats for
If you need to
takeoff.
smoke. Your aircraft is equipped with a life raft in case of emergency water
Come on.
landing. Please
Come on,
take
say
a moment
attendance.
to identify your nearest emergency exit. The cabin crew is pointing it now.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
There we go.
We are now nearing our departure
Let's
time.
do our
Please
engine
switch your
run up.
mobile devices into airplane mode now.
Is that the whole short
If you
line?
have any questions, feel free to ask them
Yeah,
to
there's
our
another
cabin
one.
crew. They will
When we
be more
hit,
than
there we
glad
go.
to help you
The wing
out.
wax.
Thank you for choosing
Yeah,
us,
you're
and
right.
thank you for keeping our dreams aloft. Have a very pleasant flight.
You're right, holding shot of Bravo 2 now. Full departure, full set. We're heavy.
Lufthansa 411 heading, taxi, right turn at Juliet, and a left turn on runway 4 left, and home short taxi to Golf.
Alright, you're runway 9 left. Yeah, so my hail will do. Rig set. Get you on flight idle. Should see the top rising. Final items. Flap 15 checked. Lights as required, ice protection as required. Yeah, we'll turn on the propeller icing system when when we are airborne. Condition level flight idle cost appropriate. Final items check complete. Just to run up. $30 PSI of top, it's good. Pound foot. That's good. Coming up to the runway. Antwerp traffic, Abel 12X-ray, landing up runway 29 by Bravo 2, Antwerp. Let's go. And remember folks, the rudder pedals in the PC-12, or on the PC-12s, are very finicky. Choose full length because we're heavy. Take a look at that. We are ready. You're right. Kilo plus Charlie. We have a Ross.
Remaining.
Helio.
4,300 feet.
Start the UT. There we go. Antwerp traffic, Abel 12X-ray departing out of runway 29 Kilo 5 Charlie departure, Antwerp. Let's go. Set power. It's go time. To the green. Brakes release. Here we go. Oh my lord, see. So finicky this aircraft. Oh. Full rudder deflection to the right. Got a very strong crosswind. No, let's just recheck takeoff, rechecked. Antwerp traffic, Abel 12X-ray rejecting takeoff. There we go. Yeah, the crosswinds are just too strong. You know what, let's just retaxi and set the weather to something a bit calmer, I suppose. Let's go, let's fake it here. Foxtrot. You 11 knots of crosswind, says.
Approaching runway 11.
Just use flaps 30 for takeoff then. Antwerp traffic Abel 1GX right vacated runway 29 via Foxtrot. Antwerp.
Traffic, Pursuit Charlie, pushing start from 10237 on Tango, facing east.
There we go. The wind shot at 220 at 12 there. Yeah, so 11 knots of crosswind. I don't think our aircraft is actually certified to go through that crosswind, but you know, it is what it is. Try. Summer breeze, there we go. Winds, yeah, it's just 290. Wait, are we veering off to the right? There we go, okay. Turns out that the rudder pedals will not work when you adjust the wind conditions there. Let's do. There we go. So stop for a bit. Stop. There we go, and reduce you to fly idle. There we go. Sorry, ground idle. Antwerp traffic Abel 1GX right now taxiing 082 ladder again 5 Bravo 1 holding short Bravo 2 for full length departure Antwerp. Our QGM is at 290 to yeah, it's 89. Let's move my camera there to save performance. There we go. Flaps 15 for departure. Winter mode. Yeah, once we get airborne, we'll reselect the live fins again. Let's close the intercept. Whoa, veering off again, strangely. Just get on. There we go. Antwerp traffic Abel 1GX right, lining up runway 29 via Bravo 2, Antwerp.
Approaching runway 29.
There we go. Just line up. Okay, let's go fly idle. Antwerp traffic Abel 1GX right departing runway 29 kilo 5 Charlie departure Antwerp. Let's go again. Use yellow bands. Power set. Indications are normal. Speed's live. There we go, much better now, see?
On runway 29 remaining.
New cross.
3,700 feet.
3-1. Rotating. Airborne. Positive rate of climb cruise coming up. Go down first on. Off we go. We go nav. And IAS. Turn left. Go flaps up. Antwerp traffic Abel 120 X-ray airborne passing 1,400 feet climbing to level 210 final kilo 5 Charlie departure Antwerp. Let's get the winds back on the weather, back to real live weather. Oh my lord, there we go. Let's go IAS. Use power, climb power set. Let's get trims. Just get the altitude selector. 10,000 will do. After takeoff checks. Let the gears up, yaw dampers on, landing and taxi lights off. Passing 4,500, get the QH2 standard. Once, twice. Passing level 48, checked on 1 and 2. And there we have it. We're flying, folks. Let's hand fly this baby for a bit. Climb power set as projected, not required for now. Pressurization is pressurizing, we're up, cabin is climbing, engine instruments checked. After takeoff checks complete, transition altitude, pressure set to static checks and set. Transition altitude checks complete.
Swiss traffic, transfer to the Charlie while not taking off runway 245.
I think the climb speed was like what, 160 knots, so. Yeah, let's try to RNVS. Do IS. Let's move ISO a bit. And once we accelerate to 160 knots, we'll re-engage that again. There we go, yes. Go to 10 and arm the altitude. We have it. 9,000 feet. Or level 90. Yeah, 1,000 feet per minute at this altitude for propeller aircraft. It's not that bad actually. 9,600, let's get the AP on. AP engaged. Passing 10,000. Get you off. And get my camera back on, I suppose. There we go. Back live. AP trims on.
Dear guests, mesdames et messieurs, you may now use approved electronic devices in
Here's Elise.
Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for flying with Abel Jets.
She goes. A French woman, as you can probably tell.
This is traffic transfer to the Charlie Airborne passing 4,000 feet. Charlie India on a departure for Golf.
So, not heading up. There we go. Go next rad. What the weather? Okay, much better there. Not as much flatter. Yeah, our condition lever is automatic there, which is a good thing. You don't need to manually adjust the propeller pitch or propeller RPM. I guess our cabin with the freight. F310, I said. Oh, we have it. This thing can go quite high in flux. Yeah, we can, feel now a little bit. entry aircraft climb to cruising altitude away from the weather. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far, folks. Remember level 210. Yeah, let's just clear out the airspace. Oh my lord, it's late already. What about our airspaces? There we go. Much better. Do you have radio stations, sorry, radio navigation stations nearby? Okay, we've got Decrease 114.4. No. Oh my god, the cabin temps looking so. Let's get cabin heating on. There we go, let's just get the heating on for now. Take a look at that, we would have, you know, frozen ourselves to death, I suppose. Five knots of crosswind, 6 knots of headwind there at our destination. Moritz, Samedan, as you can see. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far, folks.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray departure, contact Brussels control on 125.0.
Now let's just let our co-pilot do the job, shall we? We have Cindy. Cynthia. Mas Muammar, pesawat capung. Iya mas, kita bawa propeller siang ini, malam ini. Tapi hebat loh, PC-12 itu dia service ceilingnya sampai 29,000 feet. Jadi walaupun cuma single engine gitu, dia service ceilingnya ya setara sama jet dia. Ampuh juga. And by the way, we are flying IFR, Mas Muammar. We are not flying VFR. Because we're our cruising level today is level 210.
Control identified 6 miles southwest of Avernasla Bodwin Airfield UL at flight level 170, QNH 1009er, cleared direct Alpha Whiskey 502.
Let's get a standby. Conrad to 228.
flight level 170, QNH 1009er, clear direct AW 502, Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
We're using safe tensions for a bit because, you know, there's no VATSIM ATC so far. It's in the middle of the afternoon in Europe. So it's very reasonable that, you know, there's not a lot of people controlling. This is practically IFR flying. Yes, this is an IFR flight, Mas Muhammad. You're flying above 10,000 feet. And we are using a standard IFR routing through, you know, airways and waypoints, whatnot. And we just took off from a SID and we'll be arriving at our destination with a with an RNP approach. So, yeah, that's an IFR flight. And obviously we've got some weather conditions here and there that, you know, requires us to, say, have an IFR flight plan, such as we've got clouds nearby, and during our departure, the cloud layer was quite low, so at best it was an MVFR, marginal VFR condition. But, you know, just to be safe, we filed an IFR flight plan for that. And unfortunately, our aircraft is IFR rated, and, you know, for a turboprop, it can fly quite high. It can soar beyond the weather. Actually, just increase the graphical settings here as we have reached quite far location from our departure point. There we go, much better. Hope you are enjoying the stream so far, Mas Fallujah and Mas Muhammad. Thank you for stopping by. What a lovely weather there. Almost reaching our cruising altitude for today, which is at level 210. As you can see in just a moment. Cabin. Yeah, just stop climbing because we are almost reaching our cruising altitude. Should be alright. Two to go. Sorry, need to get some water out of this. Almost reaching our cruising altitude for the day there, level 210. No, that's just an email. No need to worry about that, folks. That's just my email inbox. Weh, kok kira FS24 ya ini? Enggak mas, ini FS20, aku masih main di FS20. Aku sama Mas Aldo tuh masih di FS20, yang udah upgrade ke FS24 itu Mas Dharma sama Bang Jepi, yang Bang Jepi Lazy Pilot. Itu yang udah di FS24. Aku masih FS20. Tuh kan masih bagus FS20 tuh. Aku belum merasa ada urgensi atau kebutuhan untuk upgrade ke 24 soalnya Mandekeo leveling up 210 now. Belum merasa ada kebutuhan untuk upgrade ke FS24 soalnya. 46 knots of tailwind there, ladies and gentlemen, that's quite good. Our landing elevation later on will be it's very high actually, 5,602 feet there.
We will now begin our snack and beverage service.
I mean, we don't necessarily have that, but...
almond croissants and freshly brewed coffee. After the service,
I mean, we're flying cargo, we're hauling freight, folks, so, you know, make us our lead master.
Thank you for flying with Abel Jets.
Speed rising. We'll be cruising at our critical Mach number, which is, you know, basically this power pole. Bener sih FS20 grafik masih cakep, FS24 urgensinya paling better grafik aja slightly. Itu 1 sama 2 kalau misalnya masnya suka apa tuh yang mode career mode sama yang bisa jalan-jalan tuh walk around-nya ya itu bisa jadi suatu plus point sih. Cuma kalau buat aku nggak terlalu berminat ke arah sana jadinya ya udah. Oh sama itu pesawat-pesawat baru makin sekarang ini mulai develop hanya untuk FS24, misalnya L1011-nya ini builds, A340-nya ini builds, terus ada 787 baru tuh, Vector apa siapa ya? Terus Rhodium Code A350 itu A35, Rhodium Code A350 itu FS24 only. Apalagi aku lupa ya. Pokoknya pesawat-pesawat baru tuh makin kesini dia FS24 only. Mulai ini nggak backwards compatibility gitu, which is quite a shame. But you know, that's how software development works, I suppose. Synchronized heading. Talking about Vector 787, talking about Vector 787-nya juga lebih true sih menurut gue tuh banyak red flags. Kenapa tuh mas? Ceritain tuh, boleh tuh. Boleh nih sharing-sharing nih. Kalau 787 mah yang di sini adanya yang gratisan doang, yang Horizon Simulations, terus yang Kuro 787-8 sama yang Asobo. Iya, yang Asobo gak gratis sih karena MSFS-nya kan tempatku yang premium deluxe, jadinya dapat 787-10 gratis, tapi basically yang Dash 9 sama Dash 8 gratisan. It doesn't necessarily, they don't necessarily have the greatest system stuff, but you know, they're flyable and VATSIM at least. Take us our first flyby view for today, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who might be wondering if this was really MSFS 2020, perhaps one of the reasons are to whether a question could, you know, surface the first place, because I'm using some external softwares to say do some color corrections and color grading as well. We're flying through cloud, folks. Go with me, there we go. So yeah, for the trees and vegetations and also the terrain textures, I'm using Rex AQCs in there to, you know, better optimize the terrain textures and also the tree heights, depending on, you know, the season that I'm flying in. And on the other hand, in terms of, you know, the atmospherics, the clouds, and the how to say, like the colors of the cloud, color gradings of the atmosphere, I'm using Rex Atmos, that is Rex Atmos, which is a software for that particular purpose, also made by Rex Systems, as you can see. So that's why, you know, the color palette is not necessarily the standard ones that you would see in MSFS 2020, especially the clouds, as you can see. The standard MSFS 2020 clouds, they look like clouds from a 4K now. But I'm sorry, I'm using some color palettes here from Rex Atmos to reduce the saturation of the cloud, should I say. So, you know, they are looking much more realistic instead of the volcanic ash clouds that we see very often in MSFS 2020, which are, you know, oversaturated in terms of the colors, to my opinion, that is. Cuman ini krisis di modelingnya, 3D model aneh. 3D model aneh bentuknya top flat instead of curved kayak di real life. Oh ya, aku malah nggak nyadar sampai segitu. Terus cockpit detailnya juga kayak teks gak akurat, ini baru modelingnya ya, belum internal FMC sama sistem. I see. FMC-nya juga belum di reveal ya, cuma mereka ngeklaim bisa ya functionality-nya beyond what's required to do VATSIM flying. Ya, we'll see ya. Teksnya gak akuratnya gimana tuh Mas? Apa kayak Winwing kan sebenarnya kalau kita punya peripheralnya agak akurat juga tuh teksnya. Atau fontnya beda gitu misal. Mungkin salah satunya yang paling tempting buat FS24 sih night flying-nya sih Mas. FS24 enak buat night flying. Betul, aku lihat di video-video orang tuh kayak dia coverage buat night lighting-nya it's better than MS 2020. Gak segelap gulita di FS24. Sorry, di FS20. Kemudian I don't know, the way that the game rendered, or the simulator renders lights, I mean, like, you know, runway lights, taxiway lights, it's just better in the newer simulator. Like the bloom and the, how to say, yeah, I suppose the bloom of the lights are just much better in FS24. Kalau di FS20 kalau terbang di daerah yang minim beneran lampu kayak minim lampu beneran terbang kayak gelap gulita. Iya Mas, itulah pitch black. Take a look at that view, folks. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Out of clouds, let's turn off the anti-ice. (2800 PSI on the torque), yeah, looks good. Let's get our rifle ready, shall we? And then again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the PMS 50-50N units. Procedure, rifle, no rifle. Approach. RNF3. Transition Pilat. We'll head to, hold on. Yeah, I'll just get to Pilat. There we go, Pilat. Good approach. Oh, just remember, we have a charts feature here in our TTN unit, which is quite amazing. As you can see, we have the approach briefing that we could use, approach place that we could use. We shall approach with RNB guidance 23, there we go. See, that's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, we'll use this for our arrival briefing later on. It's quite handy. The only props I am confident flying in is the Black Square Cessna 208 Caravan. Oh, that's good, Muammar. The Black Square Caravan series is actually, it's a study level caravan, sorry, a study level aircraft. So I suppose if you can master that aircraft, basically you're good with any other turboprops. Even dare I say, the Black Square Caravan has more system staff and failure modes available than the Simworks PC-12 that we are flying this afternoon. I mean, the Black Square Caravan also has, all working CBs as well, so my memory. So that's one thing which is quite insane about the product there. But yeah, if you can use the Black Square Caravan, I suppose you're good with any other turboprops, Muammar. Back to the map page. There we go. Do we have a VNAV? I don't think we have a VNAV feature on board this aircraft, so utilities. Yeah, there's only VCalc there. We have checklist now. Yeah, 550 kilograms fuel are to remain, or fuel is to remain when we arrive later on the day. Should be fine. VCalc, target altitude.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, contact Langen radar on 125.6.
1000.
Contacting Langen radar on 125.6, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Langen radar, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Good afternoon at flight level 210.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, Langen radar identified. Good afternoon.
Pilot. 43 minutes descent. Fortunately, we do not have a VNAV feature for this aircraft to my knowledge. Yeah. Only advisory VNAV. By the looks of it. This one we could use it for VCalc, I suppose. So we have it. Oh, I think we need to delete some waypoints in our procedure there. So there we go. Pilat. Let's just remove that. So from Pixos we'll go direct to Zulu Sierra 700. So yeah, there's no ATC so far. It should be alright. Let's get to flight plan. Yeah, we'll just remove that when we, you know, get close to our TOD. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Oh, by the way, as we have reached our cruising altitude, it's time for us to do the usual passenger announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the PA. Enough of advisory VNAV, man. Straight up by numbers buat VS, yeah. Yeah, bisa juga kayak gitu. You can do that as well, yeah. Should be alright. VNAV is, you know, it's just there to help you. It's not something that, you know, I suppose would make you crash out of skies if you don't have one. Especially, you know, for a turboprop or any sort of, let's say, lower performance propeller aircraft. You know, they are, let's say, things that are nice to have. Even advisory VNAV, not coupled VNAV. Both are, you know, nice things to have, but you don't really need those as much as, you know, when you're flying tube liners, jet liners from point A to point B, stuff like that. Alright, as we reach our cruising altitude, let's do the passenger announcement, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Abel Xplore, flight 120 X-ray, flying the Simworks Studios Pilatus PC-12/47. They're flying from the most populous city in Belgium, Antwerp, that is bound towards Europe's second highest airport of Samedan, serving the nearby resort town of St. Moritz. I hope that you are enjoying the stream so far. In case that you've just joined us in this afternoon's live stream, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button. It will greatly help us to grow this YouTube channel. Share your thoughts there, as well down beneath in the live chat, as well as in the comment section later on once this live stream was concluded. You can also interact with our SameTangents.oi stream kit camera crew using the available SameTangents.oi stream kit commands, just like what Lalu did basically there. Yeah, you can also share this live stream with friends and colleagues in case that you wish to do so. If you haven't done so, folks, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free, and don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button, so we'll not miss any future content that we will make in this YouTube channel. If you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our Sushi Pass page at www.sushipass.com/Abel Jets Group, or alternatively, you can also scan the QR code that is available on the left-hand side of the live stream, and any amount of financial donation is greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel and the official airline itself includes your names being listed on the running text beneath, and some other perks that you can check for yourselves again at our Sushi Pass page at www.sushipass.com/Abel Jets Group, or through the QR code that is available on the left-hand side of the live stream. With that, I think we can conclude the passenger announcement for the cruising phase of this afternoon's flight or live stream. I hope that you are enjoying it so far as we cruise along at 21,000 feet above the sea level, flying the Simworks Studios Pilatus PC-12/47. And in the meantime, I think I need to go to the loo for a bit. If there's anything that goes out of the ordinary, please do let me know. I'll be monitoring the live stream from my phone. And I shall see you guys in about a minute or two. Alright folks, I'm back at the flight deck. Thank you very much for your patience. We're back live. About halfway 3-hour journey this afternoon. It's quite a beautiful day outside of Western Europe and the UK, but it's very gloomy here. But you know, at least it's something better than a heat wave. So you know, gotta be grateful for that, I suppose. We're flying over Germany, which you could probably tell. Flying next to Stuttgart, so I'm flying between Karlsruhe and Stuttgart by the looks of it. Take a look at that view, folks. That's just quite beautiful, isn't it? So that's Stuttgart. Could be. Could be Stuttgart. We're flying over the Karlsruhe VAO. Take a look at that view. That's what I like about MSFS's photogrammetry, ladies and gentlemen. That's just, you know, it's just beautiful in many parts of the world as well, actually. There's the controller 7 flying 1 above us. Okay, turning above the cross through heavy VAR station. Ah, it's just beautiful, folks. The views outside. It's just absolutely stunning, aren't they? Flying straight towards Switzerland now. Just relieve the German airspace, Langen radar. Take a look at that. Oh my god, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful, folks. That's just beautiful.
Hey everyone, your attention please. Let's recognize our 5 most recent subscribers. Miele, A3 Naviation and Siren, Denis Caral and Dito Ramanda. Next stop, Robert Kindangen Aviation 01 DRTC.
That's guess. It's just a friendly announcement for the 5 most recent subscribers to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Take a look at the views, folks. That's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. Approaching the Swiss Alps there, you can see on our navigation display. Synchronized steering bump. Let's do 13,000 at waypoint Zulu Sierra 700. 13,000. About 20 minutes UD there, give and take. "46 knots of tailwind, as you can see there. Quite good. Beautiful views, folks. It's just beautiful. Let's get a VATSIM radar here on my iPad, just for additional situational awareness, I suppose. Getting a little bit slippy somehow. It's just beautiful outside, take a look at that. Because Swiss Alps in the distance, unfortunately, they are covered by quite a thick cloud layer. I was into the live stream, folks. I hope that you are enjoying it so far. Okay, crossing into the Swiss border, not long from now. Be overflying duty by the looks of it. Beautiful scenery there, ladies and gentlemen. This week crossing to the Swiss border. You know, the PC-12 is that turboprop which you can take quite up high and still got some excess power from its engines. You know, it's quite a powerful aircraft considering that it's just a single engine. It's got a single engine and it's a PT-6 aircraft. It's got the same engine type as, say, the Cessna Grand Caravan, but this thing definitely has a greater thrust-to-weight ratio. It's more powerful. to my memory, the Cessna caravans or Grand caravans, PT6s, they're only rated up to like 650 horsepower, whereas PC-12's engine, the PT6, so the PT6 variant that the PC-12 uses, it's rated up to like 1200 horsepower or so. So it's the same engine, but it's got a much higher rating. It's quite insane to, I suppose. You've got two different aircraft types with the same engine, just different power ratings, but the one has got so much more power than the other one. As if like it's got another, a different engine type, but it is the same engine type. Take one straight down 3-hour journey this afternoon by the looks of it. There goes Swiss radar.
Contacting Swiss radar on 133.05, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Swiss radar, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Good afternoon, with you, flight level 210.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, Swiss radar identified. Good afternoon.
Got some weather covers there. Not that great. Sorry. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, let's just do that now. Let's remove the tail at waypoint. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll remove this. Then remove this as well. There we have it. Can hopefully make some more sense now. There we go. See from Pixels, we'll get you to Zulu Sierra. .702, I think. Unless that's, strangely enough, drawing that kind of pattern. Introduced graphical settings again, I suppose. It's getting a bit, performance intensive, especially that my camera is online. Just bear with me for a second, folks. There we go, much better. Yeah, this thing's great. Could do that, I suppose.
Easy 358 Delta Kilo, contact Alps radar Zurich Center on 119.225. Abel Jets 120 X-ray, contact Alps radar Zurich Center on 119.225.
Contacting Alps radar Zurich Center on 119.225.
Let's do the
Abel Jets 120
rattle
X-ray.
briefing, Calvi. Cynthia, your control. Your
Alps
airplane.
radar Zurich Center.
Roger.
Able Jets 120 X-ray. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 210.
Yeah, right. Do the rifle briefing, Calvi. Shall be. Hold on.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, Alps radar Zurich Center identified. Good afternoon.
Okay, so radar contact. We'll be taking the future point based RNP guidance for runway 03 at Samedan. As you can see there, the final approach course will be at 035, the final approach course. And then the platform altitude at Zulu Sierra 702 will be 11,800 feet, with an MDH which is quite high actually, 11,400 feet. Take a look at that. The DH is height is at 6,000 feet, so let's hope that we can set that up. Let's see how far can we go. It should be saying 6,000 though. Ah, we could guess. No, 2,500 is the highest, so let's just put it that way. That way, and on this side as well. There we go. Decision height 2,500 is the highest that we could go. And then just bear with me for a second, folks. Okay, continue with the approach briefing. The atmosphere around the airport reference point flux, it's 13,500 feet on the northern side of the aerodrome and 15,500 feet on the southern side of the aerodrome. The transition altitude is 16,000, but the transition level set by ATC, let's assume that to be 17,000, level 170. In case that we have a misapproach, we'll climb to 16,000 feet. Transition altitude, proceed to Zulu Sierra 760 Ronak, enter Ronak holding, cross Ronak at 14,000 above, shuttle climb as required to the minimum equivalent altitude. Oh my lord, stop this now. Caution procedure partly within airspace class E and G. We have a traffic without radio communication with the air transponder must be expected. Say caution, altitude adjustments for cold and temperature conditions required by the flight crew, but the OAT at Samedan. Hold on, we just had a minute out there. Great. Okay.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, contact Swiss radar on
133.05. Temperature 10 degrees Celsius, as you can see,
on
configured.
133.05.
I've got
Abel Jets
some
120
few and broken clouds there, just to be noted.
Swiss radar, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Good afternoon, maintaining
Final
flight
approach
level
track is
210.
is software set 9.1 degrees from runway central line, so the final leg must be flown manually. Range of descent 1,000 feet, sorry. Speed index 16 with US more than 125 knots in final approach, okay. It's going to be quite a steep approach, 4.49 degrees leadership, it's a very steep approach actually. Yeah, we'll see about that. We can obviously do steep approaches on this aircraft though. The path is set at 4.19 degrees. As you can see, it's a very steep approach, ladies and gentlemen, 4.49 degrees of glide path. And the MDA, we've discussed that, 11,400 feet, or basically 5,800 feet on the decision height. The minimum required visibility for a category Bravo aircraft is 5,000 meters or greater, which it is. The visibility is more than 10 kilometers according to latest weather info. And then, after landing, not that one, there we go. We'll be landing from runway 03, so we'll try to vacate to the right, backtrack the runway, then park ourselves to the parking ramp there near the controls tower. Primary threats for us this afternoon will be pilot complacency and familiarity with the region and high terrain surrounding the aerodrome. Besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Cynthia, my invisible first officer? No? Alright, that should complete our arrival briefing then, I suppose. Just arrange a little bit. There we go. Flying over the Swiss Alps now. Take a look at that view, folks. This is beautiful. But the turbulence is also quite nightmarish at these sorts of altitudes, I suppose. Sorry, at these sorts of regions. Take a look at that. That's just beautiful. There's an airliner flying right over us. United Nations A320 by the looks of it. No, it's actually beneath us. Be somewhere over there, down there. Oh, it's climbing though, it's climbing. Where is that guy? No, he should have overtaken us by now. Just decelerate. Can't see him though. So check this pressurization, set that to, I think the elevation is like at 6,000 feet or something. Airport elevation 5,600 feet, so we'll set that accordingly. Somewhere on here, I suppose. There we go. 5,600. The cabin should technically climb, because the airport is so high in elevation.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, when you're ready, descend flight level 190.
190.
Descending flight level 190 when ready. Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, cross Pixos at or above flight level 190.
Cross
At or above
Pixos at or above
Pixos.
flight level 190, Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
Roger that.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, cross Pixos at or above flight level 170.
170, okay.
Cross Pixos at or above flight level 170, Abel Jets 120
Okay.
X-ray.
Oopsie daisy, 17,000, there we go. Dave. Let's go VS. Descent checklist, cabin pressurization and rate set to 5,600 feet above sea level. Descent checklist is complete. Every cock is still on, it should be right. Let's go VS, new. Cabin crew aircraft on descent.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, descend altitude 13,000 feet, turn right heading 120, vectors for the RNAV runway 3 approach, QNH 1014.
Descending to 13,000
Now.
feet, right heading 120, vectors for the RNAV runway 3 approach. QNH 1014, Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
Oh, it makes sense though, it should be right, 120.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, we have begun our descent towards Samedan. Please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened as we
20.
prepare for arrival. Our cabin crew will be making final preparations for landing.
Heading select.
Thank you for your attention.
Hope that situation's is right about this. So now I always have, you know, skepticism with AI, but we'll see. We've got some high level clouds, should be alright. At least they are not low level clouds. Yeah. Some terrain ahead. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. Get the lights on, shall we?
Copy, Captain Faza, cabin crew managing preparations for landing now.
There she goes. Some clout layers. Get the boost on. Colorizing as well. Take a look at that view, folks. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Take a look at that. Get you off again.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, contact Milan radar on 132.705.
Milan radar? Interesting.
Contacting Milan radar on 132.705. Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Milan radar, Abel Jets 120 X-ray. Good afternoon, descending 16,000.
Okay, special level, let's set QNH 1014, okay.
QNH 1014, Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
Full size, passing 15,600 check. Got terrain there, right off our nose. We should be vectored into Zulu Sierra 702 by now. Go for a steeper descent.
Abel Jets 120 X-ray, 11 miles from Zulu Sierra 702. Turn left heading 100. Descend altitude 11800 feet until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 3 approach. QNH 1014.
Left heading 100. Descend 11,800 until established. Cleared RNAV runway 3 approach. QNH 1014. Abel Jets 120 X-ray.
Go back to 701, I suppose. 701. Fake. Go enough. Take a look at the view, folks. This is check 12,400 actually. 701. And then 11,800. 702. Yeah, the radar vectoring works well here, interestingly. Good job, Saint Tensions. Good job, good job. Yeah, should vector ourselves into that valley. Take a look at that view, folks. Approach checklist, ECOG lights on, radio nav aids identified, pressurization inertial separator, it must be on, interestingly. There we go, if that's what you want. Pre-approach briefing completed, approach checklist complete, standing by for landing checks. Take a look at that view, folks. That's just beautiful. $1,800. The VAP will be, let's move my camera as well actually, we are on final approach already. Just save some performance there.
Abel Jets 120,
yeah, well, but
airport at your
1,000.
12 o'clock, 15 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Squawk VFR.
Advisory?
Cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency.
Okay, it's the uncontrolled airspace, but looks of it. Cabin crew assist for landing, please. Pause the music.
Copy, Captain. Cabin crew are preparing the cabin for landing now.
Take a look at that view. Samedan traffic, Abel 120 X-ray established on the final course, runway 03, we are about 10 miles from touchdown, Samedan.
120, contact Zurich info on 124.7, squawk VFR, bye bye.
Contacting Zurich info on 124.7, squawk VFR, Abel Jets 120. Zurich info, Abel Jets 120, good afternoon, 12000 for 12000.
Yeah, let's just drop the
120, Zurich.
gear down now.
Read back correct. Samedan QNH 1014. Wind 040 at 12. Runway 03 in use.
I think that's the airport somewhere around there. Yeah, that's the runway inside.
Samedan QNH 1014. Runway 03 in use. Abel Jets 120.
Station flaps. Yeah, the turbulence is quite strong in the valleys, as you can probably tell. Take a look at that view. Oh my lord, that was beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna concentrate on landing first. Flaps 15 please. Flap steady please. Flap steady set. Runway in sight. Okay, established on profile. Samedan traffic, Abel 120 X-ray short, final runway 03, Samedan.
Abel Jets 120, contact Zurich, info on 124.7, squawk VFR, so long.
Contacting Zurich info on 124.7, squawk VFR, Abel Jets 120. Zurich info, Abel Jets 120, good afternoon, descending 10,000.
We've got some hiking trails as well and some roads in the distance. Okay, let's disconnect the automatics and hand fly this baby. Fall off, VAO dampers coming off. Flight director's coming off. Wait a moment, continue. Let's force please. Inner marker. Oh no, it's Montague actually, I thought it was inner marker. Flying over St. Moritz there. Yeah, 9, 10 knots of headwind, which is a good thing. Runway inside. We're still high though. Check. Back on profile.
500.
Okay. Passing over the railway station there. Down. Reverses. Yeah, finicky on the reverses. Reverses out. Down we go. Safe and sound. Take a look at that view though. Just vacate the runway when we can. Let's just backtrack, shall we? You can't really see an exit taxiway there. Take a look at the view, folks. Samedan traffic, Abel 120X right back, tracking runway 03, Samedan. Shrub. Woo! Down we go. Beautiful. Just got the music back on. Just bear with me for a second. After landing procedure. Condition leverage current idle flaps up, no lights, sector LSZS required as protection. Off. Protection is off. Radar standby, trim set was off. We'll do that later. Yeah, only the rudder trim remains, should be alright. What was our landing rate there? Got some helipads as well, but let's wait our helicopter touchdown points. Minus 10 feet per minute, lady filament, not bad at all. Okay, here. Take a look at that view.
Approaching runway 3.
Samedan traffic, runway 03 has been vacated, Samedan. Let's just take one of the remote stands that are available. Just next to the glider fast post. Should be alright.
Approaching runway 3.
Just turn off the lights. There we go. Shoe 180.
Approaching runway 3.
There you go. You'd be about right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Samedan Engadin Airport in St. Moritz in Switzerland. Hope you've enjoyed the flight so far, the stream so far as well. That was a beautiful approach, wasn't it? Take a look at that view. Okay, let's power down the aircraft. Shutdown checklist, power off the ECS. I mean, you have cabin pressurization, because as it should be, considering that the airport elevation is about 6,000 feet, 5,600. Transponder, stand by please. Go. Okay, CSI slash transponder VFR 2000 off will do. It's 2000 standby cooling and heating. Off. Get you to 1228. Oh no, not you. You. There we go, 1228, transfer, there we have it. Generators, sorry, avionics and generators are to be set to off. Avionics to AFM. Gen 2
Warning.
off.
Warning. Essential bus.
Reset. Good. Kill the engines. There goes the engine. Open that. Down the ignition. Remove you. Continuing the shutdown tracks condition lever scout off, beacons off, EPS switch off. Beacons off, EPS is off. And that completes. Now, control the lock. Stall. Yeah, it should be plug in there, but it just can't somehow. Hold on. Work for a bit. It's now gone again. Did you see that? It was working, but no, it doesn't. It's quite silly. Yeah, Livestream has been put. Battery switch off, oxygen off, rocket brakes off. Okay, we'll do that. So avionics 1 off, battery 2 off, battery 1 off, oxygen switch off, rocket brake release, and stop the chrono. And there we have it. So shutdown checklist complete. Let's open the cargo hatch and start to unload our stuff that we have this afternoon. Let's open that way. There you have it. Beautiful. Then let's open the cargo doors as well. So you go there, and there you go.
Captain, we have a message
Beautiful.
from Lalu Muhammad
Hey Lalu!
of 5574. Dua tiga kapal karam tenggelam sudah di dasar.
There you go, so another poem also, he's not flying.
Kenangan yang takkan padam.
Thank you so much for the closing poem, but Lalu, thank you very much. Also, thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well, and hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. There we have it. What a beautiful view, isn't it? Let's take some screenshots first, folks. That's just beautiful. Yeah, no, our landing was not... No, it wasn't bad at all. It was good, actually. Very good, in fact. The touchdown rate was minus 10 feet per minute. Yeah, that's very good, actually.
The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language.
That's beautiful. Alright, let's take some screenshots before we explore the airport a bit and then conclude this afternoon's live stream. Oh, before we do that, let me just try to submit our flight log here to our flight log website. Who's that? Lalu. Berapa karam bandara ini?
We have a message from @lalu Muhammad Al Haddad 5574. Seberapa karam ke bandara ini?
The runway itself was actually quite long, 1,800 meters. That was just longer than the runway that we had in Yafos on Sunday. But the two main challenges when arriving into this airport are one, the approach glide path. The glide path was 4.49 degrees, so that's very steep approach. 4.5 degrees of glide path basically. And two, there's a lot of high terrain surrounding the aerodrome, so you gotta navigate yourselves into terrain without crashing. And two, there's obviously quite a lot of turbulence as you go down, thanks to the mountains. Hope that answers your question, Balalu. We've got the sun back up here in Samedan, which is a good thing. The sun's also coming out in the UK at the same time. What a coincidence. Beautiful. Unfortunately, Lalu and Thomas, they are not here today. They are busy, so yeah, it's just us by ourselves, but that is alright. At least we've enjoyed the flight. Okay, let's submit our flight plan here. Sorry, our flight plan. I'll submit our flight log into our website to open Firefox. My browser, that is. Go flight logs on Firefox, submit VATSIM flight log. Let's go MSFS 2020. Our call sign was Abel 120 X-ray. Our registration was Foxtrot Alpha Chile Straight Papa, self-evaluation, smooth sailing. Nothing bad really happened. Oh! Hold on. Go. I'll go to. We could go to the home page. Go to your recent flights and open our pilot visualizer. Should display our journey. There we go. Abel 120 X-ray. That's our call sign with our subsidiary Abel Xplore. That's my name. Departure Antwerp, arrival Samedan, St. Moritz, aircraft type Pilatus PC-12. That's our registration and my flight simulator that I'm using. The network that we are flying in, which is VATSIM, the VATSIM network, and the self-evaluation that I've put in there. Perfect. Let's move the browser and the pilot visualizer as well as we, explore the surrounding areas a little bit before we conclude our journey this afternoon. Take a look at the views, folks. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Take a look at that. Especially in winter, this would have been much, this would have been like a winter wonderland, isn't it? Take a look at that. Oh my lord. Take a look at the views. And by the way, this is freeware Samedan scenery from flightsim.to. It's quite detailed actually. Let's go explore. There goes the main terminal. The Grisogono, I suppose. Welcome to Engadin Airport. Take a look at the elevation there, folks. 5,600 feet, 1.7 kilometers above the sea level. We've got some promotional material as well. From local charter airlines. Also some drinks. Afgas 100 LL there, low lead. Beautiful. The perfect landing, park residences, Swiss helicopters. Sightseeing flights. Metelcom, Merzak, Telecom Systems Engineering, Samedan Flugplatz. Okay, this is like the airside barrier, I suppose. Yeah, see? This is the security to go to airside. Sollen einreisen, du meinst Immigration. Okay, oh no, this is actually the immigration checkpoint, I think. Samedan Flugplatz. Customs. You know, it's quite interesting that the the customs area separated with the terminal with just this tiny fence. Not even a fence, it's just like a barrier. Take a look at that. That's very interesting indeed. Yeah, I've got like a restaurant here. Oh, actually we could go in, I suppose. Got a truck there. Alright, now I understand. The terminal, or quote unquote terminal, this thing is basically a hangar, folks. It's a hangar, but it's it's been re-modified to become like a terminal. See, it's got some containers in it, which are stacked to become like a restaurant or bar or something like that. It's quite interesting. Yeah, okay, that goes to the other side of the part of the terminal. Riga. Is the airport elevation there. Now we've got a search and rescue helicopter as well there. Helibernina.ch. Why is that light? Is it like a beacon light to warn people when they are walking around that there's a helipad here and be careful. There are some helicopter operations that are active. Have you got some real signs as well, which is quite cool. Considering that this is a freeware scenery, folks. Caution of rotor wash. Beware of rotor wash, I suppose. Restaurant runway 21 there on the other side of the airfield, I suppose. Helibernina.ch. It's the like the charter airline for the helicopter operations, I suppose. Got a parking area as well. And a horse ranch, folks. In a ranch, take a look at that. We've got friends here. And they're not moving, unfortunately, but currently complains of freeware scenery. Take a look at that. Ew. Let's take some screenshots. Wow. And this is real-time life weather as well, so take a look at that. That's just beautiful. And this is, a flight simulator, folks. It has no business. It's not in its business to look this good. Especially when you're not flying an aircraft. It's quite insane.
Captain, we have a message from
Hey, Lalu.
Muhammad Al Haddad 5574.
What is it?
Where's my luggage? I brought a beautiful ashtray from Indonesia with me.
Sure, it's somewhere in the baggage compartment, but Lalu, what ashtray are you talking about? Which one? Quite curious to see it. Is it the Bali ashtray or, some other ashtrays? Got a horse ranch, got some farmlands as well there. Then again, for a freeware scenery, folks, we've got custom fences as well there, custom wood fences. It's very good. Local construction areas. The VOR station is even custom made, I think. Oh no, this is not a VOR station. NDB maybe. Yeah, this, definitely not a VOR station. But yeah, it's quite well modelled. You're right, this is the parallel taxiway that I could not find. See? Oh yeah, I decided to just backtrack the whole runway there. Because I could not find the exit to the parallel taxiway. But the central line marking of the taxiway is quite interesting there. It's like dashed lines just like a runway. You've got some stuff at the rolls, the wheat rolls or whatever you call it in the farmlands. It's quite beautiful. Is this a river? It is a river, but yeah, it's not modeled. I mean, again, it's free scenery. I can't complain at all, actually. Got some restaurants and local houses there in the distance. Oh, we've got another side of the airport which is modeled, which is like the gliding club, I suppose. That's a local gliding club. Beautiful. And to my knowledge, there's a train station there. St. Moritz train station. Alright, it's not modeled. It's being replaced by an autogen, an automatically generated building as a warehouse. But yeah, in real life it would have been a train station, at least according to Google Maps. Okay, the other river is modeled here, which is a good thing. Yeah, we've got water flowing there. There goes the gliding club. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Told you folks, this simulator has no business for it to look this good. Especially for a flight simulator that has the map of the entire planet. The entire planet, folks. It has no business of looking this good. Considering how much data it would require to render all of these, store like the position coordinates, and also the texturing of the photogrammetry data, which is the same. It's beautiful. Just beautiful, folks. Pilatus there. Some of the wings are still folded. Some are already unfolded. That's just beautiful. Take a look at that mountain in the distance as well. MSFS 2020, folks. This is not MSFS 2024. I've yet to upgrade to the new simulator. Still, this thing baffles me. I've had the simulator for almost 6 years now. But, it still baffles me whenever I go to beautiful parts of the world like this, and the views are just stunning. It reminds me of Bora Bora in a way, another place in the Pacific Ocean that has a very beautiful photogrammetry data. Oh, we've got an open hangar here of the Schweizer Luftwaffe, the Swiss Air Force. You can see Luftwaffe, not the German Luftwaffe. This is the Swiss Luftwaffe, and obviously not the Austrian Luftwaffe as well. Yeah, 3 Luftwaffes, if I'm not mistaken. The German Luftwaffe, Deutsche Luftwaffe, Schweizer Luftwaffe, and Österreich Luftwaffe, the Austrian Luftwaffe. We've got some photos there of their fleet. We've got the F5E Tiger IIs in the Swiss. It's the aerobatic team. I can't recall the name. Not Swiss knives. Swiss Red. Let me actually just Google it. Try to Google it. Swiss Air Force Team F5E. Patrouille, the Swiss aerobatic team, and obviously the Swiss Air Force operates F-A-18C Hornets, CNDs, more of the F5s there. We've got some workshops there, generator I suppose, got fuel, and jerry cans and also fuel gallons, more generators. More photos of the patrouille, the Swiss aerobatic team. Some more tooling, yeah, medical equipment and headgears. Quite beautiful, and the proud Switzerland flag there, Swiss flag. We've got a citation CJ4 parked here, belonging to Orbit Airlines, a default Microsoft Flight Simulator airline that is, ever since FS 2002. It's an airline that has existed for quite a long time, isn't it? I was born in that year, and FS 2002 had Orbit Airlines, although I think the livery was red, or was it blue? Yeah, I think it was red. Orbit Airlines in FS 2002 it was blue. It had a blue paint scheme. Since FSX, they, changed the colors or the livery to orange and blue and white, just like the one that we are seeing here. The third hangar is it's not modeled, unfortunately. We've got the ARFF station, Airport Rescue and Firefighting Station. We've got a de-icing in front, de-icing vehicle, and some ARFF vehicles. That's definitely not a striker. Could be its European counterpart, but here not a Northcote striker. This thing, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Could be like it does look like a snow removal unit, but I'm not entirely sure. If you know what, if you folks know what this is, just let me know in the live chat, yeah? Another hangar. Yeah, I think that's about it, but the aerodrome is very beautiful indeed. Yeah, folks, I think it's time to conclude this afternoon's live stream. It's 4 PM now. I want to take some rest. I've been doing some exam revision sessions earlier in the day, and right after in the afternoon I flew in and did this live stream for you folks, so quite tiring. Need to have some rest, I suppose. Alright, as we are closing this afternoon's live stream, unfortunately there was no one who flew with us, and there was no ATC as well. That is completely alright. Before we do that, let us dismiss Elise and her crewmates. Oh no, it's just Elise alone. Hi Elise, just want to let you know that you've done an amazing job this afternoon. Thank you very much for your hard work, and I'm looking forward for our next adventures in the white blue skies together. Until that time comes, stay safe and take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, Captain Faza. It has been a pleasure working with you this afternoon. Until next time, take care and safe skies.
There she goes, beautiful ending. Safe skies. Alright folks, it's getting very bright here. Apologies. I try to remove this thing away. It's still too bright, but yeah, no worries. We're ending the stream already, so no need to worry about that. Alright folks, in case that you are leaving us now, please don't forget to hit the like button. It will greatly help us to grow this YouTube channel. Share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat, as well as in the comment section of this live stream later on once this live stream was concluded. You can also interact with our SayIntentions.ai stream kit through using the SayIntentions.ai commands that Lalu's been using for like forever now, I suppose. You can also share this live stream to friends and colleagues in case that you wish to do so. If you haven't done so, folks, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group live stream. To the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free. And don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button somewhere over there, so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. If you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our Sushibus page at www.sushibus.com/AbelJetsGroup, or alternatively, you can also scan the QR code that is available on the left hand side of the live stream. And any amount of financial donation is greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel includes your names being listed on the running text beneath, and some other perks you can check for yourselves. Get at our Sushibus page at www.sushibus.com/AbelJetsGroup, or through the QR code that is available that way, I suppose. Yeah. With that, folks, I think we can conclude this afternoon's live stream. Thank you so much for watching, especially those who stayed from the beginning till the end. Thank you very much for your persistence as always. This is Racing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group signing out. Thank you for keeping our dreams alive. Oh, and before I disappear, I just want to let you know that I think there will be no streams on Friday, Sunday, and next Wednesday, because I'll be having an exam here in at my university. So yeah, there's gonna be a break for that for the streams. Just want to let you know that. So I will not just like disappear without notice, going AWOL basically. Alright, this is Racing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group signing out. Thank you very much for keeping our dreams aloft, and we shall see you guys hopefully in the next one. Bye bye for now, and take care.
It all started with a dream to connect the world, bring people closer together, as well as to diversify and unite the virtual skies. The day dawned crisp and clear at Honolulu International Airport. A maiden flight was going to take action.
Honolulu delivery, Abel 100 at seating 01, with information Alpha requesting IFR clearance to Hilo. Abel 100, Honolulu delivery, you are cleared to Hilo via Pale 3 departure, runway 04 left, squawk 1112.
Hilo ground, Abel Link 221, ready to taxi.
Abel Link 221, taxi link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha, Abel Link 221.
Abel 100, wind 22 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right, Abel 100.
Our founders have their legacy etched upon the horizon. Gaining wisdom from the past, it was then time for the next generations to put their own footprints and leave their legacy in the virtual skies. A new era was about to begin.
from all of us in flight simulation communities.
We are wishing Abel Jets Group
happy 10th anniversary.
Happy 10th anniversary.
Thank you for keeping our dreams aloft. Here's to another 10 years of making progress to connect the world. To the skies, stars, and what lie above all of them. Our real journey has just begun.